I'm not going to say a single word about the Tennessee Titans record against the Indianapolis Colts.
Boy.
I'm not going to say a single word about the Tennessee Titans record against the Indianapolis Colts because I was a punter, and there's no reason for me to talk about that. With that being said, we did not punt much against the Tennessee Titans, so you probably have no clue who I am to begin.
Look, I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper so hot you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic, better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone. I'm bad to the bone, eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira, mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long, pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling, squash the scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion, they seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel, the dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back, never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag, I go full contact, out punch, out kick like a shotgun.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hosting My Podcast. Man, guys, we got us another win week 7 against a team that who we thought coming to the game would have their quarterback in tour, and they did not have him. But nevertheless, we got that win. So how you guys feeling? Just in general, how you guys feeling?
Great and W's.
Well, you are.
That's a little intense for Austin. That's not really his style. Listen, I mean, we're used to being like 1-4, 1-5. So being 4-3 through 6 weeks is a great feeling. So, look, there's a lot of work to do. This is a tough 6-game stretch we got coming, but man, it's nice to not have to climb a mountain like midweek, like a quarter.
Oh man, I don't want to even hit that. I don't even want to. I don't hit on climbing mountain or chopping any woods or anything.
We're not chopping wood. We're not climbing mountains. We're looking for number 5, which is a much better energy that we've got, from the coaching staff, despite the other stuff that we disagree with.
Yes. Before we get anything, I just want to shout out to Austin. He really is eating W's. His Vols beat Bama on Saturday in a 7-point game that they won, and they came out victorious, and they got to smoke the cigar. So screw them, but shout out to Austin for the win.
Yeah. You're still behind us in the rankings though, so catch up.
Ooh, well, we behind in the way. Before we get started, guys, let's go ahead and talk about these. Talk about our network and what we all have going on the network. Fan Battle Network, www.fanbattlesports.com. Where you can find all our past episodes. You can find our merch that we got. At some point, we're gonna have our merch on and show y'all the beautiful merch that we have, so you guys can purchase several type of shirts that we have. You can check it out. At www.fanbattlesports.com. Get y'all a shirt. I wish I can show it on the screen so y'all can see the shirts that we have. We got a ton of shirts. I think we got is it like 5 shirts or 4 shirts?
Like 4 or 5, something like that. Yeah,
So y'all go check it.
Different themes, colorways, all sorts of different stuff. Get some merch.
Get your merch.
Appreciate the support.
For everybody.
And
but let's go ahead and get into this beautiful episode. When you get a win, the episode is always sweeter. And that's, we're gonna recap this Colts versus the Dolphins game. It ain't a whole lot that you can recap because the game was 10-16. But nevertheless, it's a win. It's hard to win as a league, and we did that on Sunday. So let's recap, guys. Before we recap, let's talk about this guy here. We're gonna honor a Coach great, nice tight end, won a Super Bowl, great father. I think he came in as a linebacker, then he switched to tight end. And made his name for himself and ended up being in the Colts Ring of Honor. Let's break it down, guys.
Awesome. Like, great for Dallas Clark. He was a huge part of those great Colts teams. Many playoff appearances, many opportunities to win Super Bowls. Of course, we go in and we won the Super Bowl in 2006 was a huge part of that. Listen, it shows our age that like the kids, the players that we grew up with are now hitting like the Hall of Fame, the Ring of Honor. Like, these are guys we grew up with, and it's really cool to see these guys being honored for everything that they've done for this franchise. So, congratulations to Dallas Clark. There's still a few more out there. He's not the last one. He's not the last one, right? There's still a few more out there that we need to get in the Ring of Honor. But yeah, really happy for him and his family, and want to thank him for the contributions and the fun times that he's given us as fans. So shout out to Dallas Clark. Thank you for all the great memories, and congratulations.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he was someone I grew up watching just as a kid, always no gloves. I thought that was cool. He was like very reliable, a great tight end, and happy he's finally in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys saying. I didn't know when he came in. I didn't know what his position was because he was, like he was too big. Like he could be a offensive lineman, but he was too fast to be a tight end. So I didn't know if he could be, play all the positions. Long snapper, could be, receiver, tight end. But he played it very well, and he, like I said, played tight end very well. He was an excellent blocker and great pass catcher, as you can see for all the highlights that you've seen this past couple of days. And if you're a fan, you've seen it for the past years that he played in the league. It was just awesome to see him perform that he did, coming from a team, like you said, him getting picked at Iowa. He didn't know what the hell he could do in the league, even if possibly getting drafted. So once Bill Polian drafted him, he came out there and he said he showed toughness. He showed that every week. Peyton Manning always relied on him each week when he needed a first down and more. So shout out to him. Congratulations. And like you said, we got more to come. I don't know who will be next in the Ring of Honor. I don't know who will be next. I'm still thinking.
We got to get
is it Bob Sanders?
We got to get Tariq Glenn in there. Is Tariq Glenn already in there?
I think he was there a couple years back.
Yeah, he got in there last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he did get in there.
Yep.
Shoot. Who else is left?
Is it Bob Sanders? I know he.
Yeah, I guess Bob Sanders.
Andrew Luck.
Did we have a corner?
Yeah, Kevin Hayden is in there. No.
Kelvin. Yeah, Kelvin.
He's not in.
Yeah, Kelvin Hayden. He's the one that got us there. Or no, Malik. Not Kelvin.
Marlon Jackson.
Marlon Jackson.
I'll go with the comments before. Sean said hello.
Sean.
One of our regulars. Teresa, she's another regular. Hey guys, sup? Wins feel good, definitely.
Nice.
Shout out to Grant. We get into that in a second. Let's see. Tariq Glenn has to diet. He deserves it.
So Tariq Glenn isn't in there. Hold on a second. Oh shit. I thought he did get in there.
He was in there last year.
Yeah, he was in that last
shot.
I was there.
Oh, it was against the Titans?
Well, you would know.
It was against the Titans, I think. But yeah, shout out to him for making it into the Ring of Honor. So I mean, I don't know who would be next to be in that. I can't even think what player that's.
That might be it, man. Honestly,
man, I don't even know.
Is there anybody from the Luck years that you would put in there? I can't think of anybody. Do you put Andrew Luck in there?
Yeah, I put Andrew Luck there.
I'd put Andrew Luck there too.
I mean, I should have been putting him in there, but yeah, Andrew Luck should be. If they're going to add anybody for the 8 years he's been in the league and what he accomplished in the first 3 years, definitely.
And all the crap they put him through, they should put him in there.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, he should be up next. We'll move on to the next topic. Colts lose linebacker and rookie Jalen Carlos. It's tough to lose, a guy like a young guy that made a small impact and was on his way to making a big impact. His season, I won't say cut short because he only be on IR for a couple of weeks or he week to week. What you guys think about him? Losing him. Is that even important to y'all losing him, or just a depth guy that can replace? What you guys think about that?
I mean, he was showing some promises. I think he can be a good linebacker for us. I think he was our best pass coverage linebacker.
Yes.
So I mean that might hurt. But I mean, I think we have some guys that can fill that spot. I think just get him healthy and back to hopefully improving when he gets back.
Harish?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing, dude. Like, another injury, man, for a guy that's playing well on a defense that's already thin. Yeah, it's just story of our season, I guess, right? Just another injury to add to the list.
It's the next man up mentality, which we've been having that for years. It seemed like we never can go through a full season without some type of impact player or even depth player get hurt. It's making an impact, and it sucks.
It's the reason why Ballard's, in my opinion, Ballard's team building aspect is flawed because of things like this, right? Like, we don't have enough top end talent on this defense to where like we can afford to like a guy like Jalen Carlos. Like, these are the types of guys that you backfill those top end talents with, right?
Right.
And so this is the reason why, like, not having a top end linebacker or top end safety, like, this is the reason why things like that hurts to have injuries like this. And it's just like, well, continue to do what we do because we're not going to, in reality, Jalen Carlos should still be playing if we have a top guy, but he should be supplementing, not being the main attraction. And so you're using his skill set unique versus, the most.
I agree. Like I said, I know they haven't put him on IR, so I think they say week to week. High ankle sprain, so he probably be out. Just a couple weeks. Get him back in at some point in the season, which is still we got ways to go. A lot of football left, so get a healthy young kid and come back stronger than ever. But speaking of impact, you all saw it. This guy here was a baller on yesterday. The guy came on Sunday. The guy coming into the game, I think he had like total 18 sacks total in his career. And he got that in one game on Sunday. He was all over the field. I thought Darius Leonard, I thought he had on 53, but he had 41 on. What you guys think about that and his impact and what he did in the place of EJ?
Yeah, I mean, he made a big impact. I mean, 18 tackles in one game is huge. Kind of reminded me of like going back to old school football a little bit, where linebackers are just in there to hit people. I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's done on special teams. And I mean, he did well filling in. And I mean, maybe earned him some regular snaps whenever everybody's healthy.
Yeah, just a downhill player, man. It's beautiful to see, like, watching linebacker play be so aggressive like that. He hits hard. He's a downhill linebacker. He looked very comfortable in the system. Like, He didn't miss a lot of tackles. I have to go back and check the PFF, but I don't remember him missing any tackles. If he missed any at all, Grant Stewart, again, in a role where he's asked to come in and fill in for a starter, he does exactly what we needed him to do, and he was excellent. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we need. Stewart, guys like Stewart to kind of jump in every now and then. It's like, oh, hey, I need to, somebody got hurt today. I need to jump in, and I need to, we're taken care of on this piece. And so, bringing up the PFF right now just to see how many missed tackles we had on defense, and I don't think we had that. We had 5 total. Cross missed 1, Latu missed 1. Yeah, he had no missed tackles. He had 1 missed tackle, but in the grand scheme of things, like 18 tackles, that's insane. Yeah. 1 missed tackle out of 18 is pretty damn good.
There you go, Harish. They put stick and tape on.
You know what they did to A.D. Mitchell? They finally figured out how to give him the damn ball. That's what they did for A.D. Mitchell. Imagine that. The guy, listen, the guy gets open all the time. I'm going to stick to it. A.D. Mitchell is going to be open all the time. Figure out how to get him the football. You could listen. He had Quinn Ewers as a quarterback, so if it's slightly inaccurate, it's okay. He will figure out how to go get it. The thing is, you can't overthrow him by like 18 yards because he's like 5'5". So, he's not that tall. So, he's open. Trust me. Well, I'd be very interested to see like an all 22 on this, right? I guarantee most of the time he's open more times than not. So,
Sean said Wayne and Mathis are up for it. I think both of those guys are already in. Yeah, Wayne came in a couple years ago.
Both in.
And yeah, Mathis already in as well. But I mean, I'm gonna give A.D. Mitchell time, because I know that him adjusting to the game, to the speed of the football, and just both quarterbacks are not seeing him. And then I know there's been times
we can give Michael Pittman Jr. 4 years. We can give A.D. Mitchell like 2.
No, you gave Pittman 4 years. You didn't give Michael Pittman. Pierce. Michael Pittman has,
Michael Pittman has 4 years. He's Colts Nation have been really goo goo gaga for him for 4 years, and they still are. we can give A.D. Mitchell more than 6 games. I think we'll be all right.
Yes, I agree with that. Please be patient with this with him, young kid, and he wants the ball out. He just just not unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we're not getting him the ball at the time that he needed. And he made plays. He made several plays for the past couple of weeks. It's just not a 100-yard game.
And
it'll get there. It'll get there. But just want to elaborate on Grant. Grant he's been prepared for this game. First time starting, I think. He's been prepared for this game. He said, I think if you guys ain't seen his press conference, he said that he has a projector in his house where he take mental reps, despite him not even starting. He's just taking a rep just in case he's have opportunity to get in the game, and those mental reps did pay off. Especially when he saw, I think, Tyler Huntley. I think he broke out tried to take out for a first down, and Grant was all over that, chasing him all the way to the sideline. Those are the things you want to see from your linebacker, especially a role player or a depth player. He came in and made those plays. You thought EJ was out there, or you thought Maniac was out there, or you thought that Zaire was on both sides of the field, because they both he played just like both of them. He played like all 3 of those guys. And just shout out to him for being prepared to step in and make those impact plays and make those stops. The guy was a tackling machine. So shout out to him. And if he has to start next week, I feel confident in it, because we need a guy that can tackle Joe Mixon, because we didn't do that week 1. So yeah, we definitely need somebody. But next up on our topics, we just got this other day where we got flexed. I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yesterday.
Yeah.
We got our game got flexed from 1 a.m. game or 12 p.m. game to Sunday Night Football. We replaced the Jacksonville and Eagles their slot, so they're gonna take our old slot at 1 p.m. and we're gonna play at 8:20. What you guys think about us getting flexed into a night game against a team that we gave up 33 points a couple years ago? Gave up 33 points and a comeback victory for them to win that game, and we at that point we now hold the record for the most comeback points. What you guys think about that?
Hey man, just gotta go win football games. I don't care what we play, Like people get always all hyped about these Sunday night football games. Like to me, dude, like until we start playing meaningful football consistently, I don't care, dude. I don't care if we play Sunday night. I don't care if we fucking play Wednesday morning. I don't give a shit. We've got to win football games, and that's all I care about right now.
The game does matter, yeah.
Finding some consistency in this team, whether that's consistency from Anthony Richardson playing, consistency from this defense. Like we do so much up and down in this organization that to me right now, I don't care when we play. I just want to see like guys play consistently. I want to see us win consistently. I'm not, like primetime games of like teams that like win. Now that's stuff. I'm worried about consistency. So it's cool. Like that just shows one thing, right? Obviously, the Vikings are playing well right now, very well. We're gonna get a chance to play my boy, in prime time, and that's cool. But we got to see some consistency. It'll be really cool. It'll be really nice if AR makes it through this 6-game stretch. That's what I'll say. It'll be then then the people can finally all right, lay this to rest. We'll hopefully try to really see some progression from him. That's what I'm worried about right now. Is can we get through the 6 games with him and JT and really see what this offense is about? Because by the time we get through the 6-game stretch, it'll be like that. It'll be that like prime time of the season to figure out, can we make a playoff run? Are we ready to make a playoff run? I'm really excited about the 6 games to see if we can finally get over this injury hump and play some real football with the guys that we were hopefully always meant to play football with and see this offense. That's what it is for me. I think it's cool, but we also don't generate too well on primetime games.
We haven't in a while.
So that's the other piece to it.
Anything you want to share, Austin?
Yeah, I mean, kind of same. I mean, it's always cool. Like, I don't know if it's us getting recognized or whatever. I don't know if we've done anything to be recognized per se, but it's always. I mean, it's cool. Should be Anthony Richardson's first primetime game, and maybe he'll, like you said, get through the Texans game, get more comfortable, and play good on Sunday night.
We definitely need him to play well, and I know a lot of. I mean, I'm touching on this before we move on to our next topic. I know a lot of fans is like he suck and he just he's a bum and he's can't throw to open targets, but the guy is still learning the game. He only played so many amount of games in his career total from college until now. He's going to get those reps. He's going to have overthrows. He's going to have underthrows. He's going to have turnovers. He's going to do a lot of that. But what you did see on Sunday is him sliding when he needed to. He did that to keep himself in the game. But you're gonna have mistakes. You're gonna have him doing overthrows. You're gonna have him not paying attention to details or just not knowing the defense. Like the Dolphins pressure him a whole lot on Sunday, but we didn't allow a sack. So shout out to the offensive line on that. But we just need the fan base to be more patient with our quarterback, because going in, we knew that he's going to be a project quarterback. He wasn't a surefire like CJ Stroud. He's the only quarterback in that draft that's only doing well. The rest of them are either suck or, Levis, he sucked, or just been put in a bad situation like Bryce Young. He's in a situation where the franchise just sucks. No matter who they put around him, they gave him a receiver, and the team just sucked. The offensive line sucked. He just don't have a team that's going to put him in that, put him in the best position to succeed. So we just got to be patient as a fan base. We know we had Andrew Luck, we had Peyton Manning. Those guys, even Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions in his first season, his rookie season. So we just got to relax. And I'm not comparing the two for anybody that hears. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that you had a young guy that was first overall and first year through 28 picks, and he's still searching for somebody to break their record. Just give our young quarterback some time. He need that time. He need those reps. So, and then we didn't really have a running game, and he showed up in a running game to milk the clock to cause the Dolphins to call timeout. So just be patient, guys. Be patient. Anything else on this Sunday Night Football? It's great that we are being on prime time. We just got to show up and win that game on prime time. Otherwise, they won't give us one again.
We know how that goes.
Yes, the game was perfect for Stewart. He ran a lot. He definitely did.
Yeah, it really was.
Not too long ago there.
Yeah, we'll check on that. I thought they were both in.
Yeah, both of them are in.
Yeah.
That's on that game. We didn't have none, so we need to win the next 5 games to be in it. Yeah, the 5 games. These next games it didn't do us no favors for a team like this. Yeah. It didn't do us no favors. We got a lot of from Texans. That's starting with that team. You got Buffalo. You got Jets. You got the Lions. Who shoot
minimum? Up. We need to go 3-2.
Yes.
If we go 3-2, then that puts us at 7-5 into the last. 6 games, 7 games of the season, then you can really make a push. If you do any work, but if you do 2-3 would be just fine, right? That puts us at 6-6, right? But if you do any worse than that, it's gonna be.
I think that fan that's on Twitter that predicting every game. She's 7 for 7. She got us winning Sunday. I think she got us losing the next game. I think it's the Vikings. Yeah. But she's been 7 for 7 so far. So we need her prediction to be right.
She has us winning this weekend.
Yeah, she has winning this weekend. I mean, we can't get swept. I mean, it's gonna be hard for us to win the division.
If you get swept this weekend, you can call the division bye.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Unless you just win.
But if you tie it this weekend, then hey, everything's back on the table because now you're tied at the division. You're tied at the overall. Like this game is like for the division. This game is really important.
I see. Yeah, Sean made a valid point. People are not looking at the drop passes. AR numbers would be pretty good. I mean, it's a combination of him, and then you got the receivers not getting open, not getting separation, and they're not catching. They're dropping passes from all the receivers, tight ends, running backs, everybody. So we definitely just got to be patient, man. It's a lot of things that's going into why he's not succeeding alongside himself. You got other variables as well, but we're not being patient. We only see one side. We see that, he's doing this. He's get him out. He's a bum.
I will say, like, the throws that he made, though, were pretty on target. Not that they got completed, but I didn't notice a lot of overthrows from him on Sunday. So that was good thing. Again, we're seeing progress. Maybe there are a couple. No, because even like the little out whatever swing past Mo Alley Cox, that was more of him throwing the ball out of bounds. I mean, I think most of the balls were like on target, if you will. Like, I didn't really notice anything. I was like, dude, he like completely overthrew this receiver. Like, what are we doing? Like, I didn't notice a lot of that.
The guy got an arm, so it's gonna be a lot of overthrows because the guy got a cannon. So I mean, he's thinking like, I gotta get this guy downfield, and he just throws it to where the guy can't reach it. It's not, it can be just more so, not accuracy, just more so of getting the reps down. You don't really, all your guys are not 4.3s. You just got maybe 1.43, and that's Josh Downs. I don't know what, I can't remember what Pearson Pittman ran, but those guys are not fast at all. Not the fastest, but they're fast. Yeah. But yeah, we just gotta be patient. These, a lot of fans are just too critical of everything, and we just gotta slow it down. But Richardson opens up the run game. Flacco is way more accurate. Richardson has to be better. Again, had Flacco been in that game on Sunday, he would took a whole lot of sacks because he's not mobile. He's gonna eat a lot of sacks.
Did some stuff that Flacco wouldn't have been able to do.
I agree, Briggs. She's not
going to be right. Briggs, don't you have your own show to go to, bro? Don't you have to go break down why C.J. Stroud can't throw against the Green Bay Packers?
Oh, speaking of that, the guy that had 86 total yards, passing yards.
And didn't Anthony Richardson have 100? So Anthony Richardson is better than C.J. Stroud. See?
Oh, we're gonna have to go to the next That's coming. Hopefully we get JT and Buck back. Oh yeah, I'm definitely waiting those two to get back. They're without Nico.
Yeah, they're gonna be huge. We need them this week for sure.
We definitely need that. I don't want to wish, guys being having them not having Nico helps us out, but because Nico been cooking us the past 4 or 5 games. I wish he was in the lineup to match up, team to team. Him being out definitely does help us. I just don't want to wish that.
Oh, he's out. Oh, good.
Yeah, he's out. I think next 6 games or something like that.
Guys turning into their version of T.Y. Hilton. Jesus Christ. I don't want that. We need this W. So, yes. Hey man, and I'm not wishing any injuries. I'm just happy that it's not us. Listen, if you win this week, you're 2-2 in the division. They're 2-1, so it puts them a game behind the division, and then you're tied over. They still own the tiebreaker.
And our next division games will be towards the end of the season anyway. So it gives us opportunity to
Jacksonville and Titans at the end of the year. They both suck. So
next up, man, I don't want to put it out there, but it's out there. It's out on Colts media, Colts Twitters, social medias, all that. They had the Colts shut down 2 of the fastest receivers in the league. They hit them to, I think one had 1 catch for 11, and the other one had like 2 catches for like 18. And I don't know which one had which, but I know that when I saw it, I think Hill had 11 yards and Waddle had 18 yards. So shout out to our corners, Samuel Womack, who's been great for past couple games, and then shout out to Jalen Jones for doing his job against Hill. What you guys think about our team minimizing 2 threats? Go ahead, Austin.
I mean, you got to give them props. I know the Dolphins didn't have Tua or like a great starting quarterback, but to hold Hill and Waddle to what we held them to is great, no matter who's throwing them the ball. So it's definitely a surprise based on what we thought at the beginning of the year. Those 2 guys could have killed us by the way we were talking earlier in the season. So to hold them to what we did was great and definitely helped us get that win.
Yes, I was nervous. Had they had Tua, like you said, this outcome probably been different because he's a different type of quarterback than Tyler Huntley. He definitely get his receivers the ball when they're in deep routes, go routes. So yeah, definitely go ahead, Austin. Go ahead, Harish.
Bro, these DBs played really well on Sunday. As much crap we give them, like they were really good. Jalen Jones doing exactly what I was hoping he'd do. We talked about earlier in the season. I'd love to see Jalen Jones be that guy that steps up, and he's starting to really become that guy, taking all advantage of Juju Brents. I don't know what happens when Juju comes back with Jalen Jones, but at this point, like, Juju's gonna have to earn his spot back because there's no way I'm taking Jalen Jones. Like, he's been unreal and he's playing very well this season. Big fan of him coming into the year, and it was, it's not that I didn't doubt him. I was just like, I just need to see it. And if the D line, shout out to the D line. D line was really good.
Definitely got takeaways. Got some pressure.
The D line was very good. Again, it makes the guy's job in the back end easier, right? Latu was getting a lot of pressure down on the other side, on the left side. You're getting pressure up the middle. Like, it makes, again, yes, Tua didn't play. It's different. I don't care, right? It makes it harder. It just goes to show if you can just get that same type of pressure against all quarterbacks, you don't have to rely on a secondary that's not very good. Right? You could they're not going to help you in like extensive amounts of like 4 or 5 second coverages, but if they can help you in like 2 or 3 seconds because you're getting a lot of pressure, they're gonna be just fine. And I thought they were excellent. I thought they were excellent.
I definitely, like you said, like both you guys were saying, at the beginning of the season, we were all worried about this game because I was like, I don't know how our secondary will hold up against those 2 guys because with Tua, he's just, like I said, a different type of quarterback that can get his targets the ball when they go routes. Because I'm not saying that's all they got to go routes. They can do a lot of things in their offense with those guys, a lot of trick plays too. But having a guy that they had, Tyler Huntley, he is not as good as Tua is. But you never know. He could have easily got those targets, got those guys the ball in space. And our defense will prepare for it because at the first couple of weeks, our secondary couldn't do nothing. So it's the past couple of weeks against Titans got good receivers. Who else we face?
The Lions. Well, Jameson Williams just got suspended, so that makes that a little bit easier.
He's going to be 2 games, so he'll be back before we play him. So, but I'm just saying the past couple of weeks where he's our core line secondary did an excellent job against some good weapons on offensive side on those teams that we played. It just, I mean, we had Steelers that we won. Losing to I can't remember who we lost after that. Jacksonville. You see what happened? Jacksonville got us to cut one of our corners, which I'm good. I'm happy with that. Flowers, he had to go.
Man, it might have been the difference, right? We don't have to play that bum Dallas Flowers.
Yes, and it definitely helps us out, and it motivated other cornerbacks to play well. It may have motivated Jalen to play extremely well against his opponent on the other side of him. And the one back, I told you guys once he got picked up, he said that he don't plan on getting cut again. So this may have been his personal goal to, hey, I'm gonna lock up my guy that's in front of me. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's the quarterback, and that's what he's doing each week. And it's get tougher each week because then you got Tank Dell and you got Diggs, and then you're gonna have Jetta. You're gonna have Adams coming up. You got a lot of weapons coming up.
Guys.
It is not gonna be pretty.
If we figured it out, then that's awesome, right?
Yes.
From there, it's just like it sounds good. Then we go to the next piece, right? Consistency. If this is the group going into next year, then the expectations are going to be really high, right? Can this group take that next step?
I agree. I mean, I guess I know we haven't really gave defense credit. I don't want to give too much credit to Gus Bradley because he's supposed to be doing this. He's supposed to be, dollar.
Yeah, it's 3 years and he has 2 good games. So
I don't want to give him too much credit. I just give credit to the players that are stepping out on their field, making those plays, and helping us win because we need the wins. If this team is supposed to be a team that supposed to go further in the playoffs and even supposed to even have a playoff spot right now, through 7 weeks we're the 6th seed. But I don't want to talk about 6th seed or division within the first 8 weeks because it's nothing. The next 8 weeks is what you're going to look at and tells you everything about your season. We can win those games, like you said. That do we call it a gallant? We call it a gallant, right? We got a tough stretch. Do we call it a gallant? We can get either, like you said, 2 and 3 to pass those games. We definitely set us up for the next couple games, which are division games to end the season. So, I'm proud about what the guys have done thus far. We just continue, like you said, consistency. Keep doing that, persevering, stacking up the wins, stacking up your reps. Just keep watching the film on yourself and watch the film on your opponent. Make sure that you're getting all those mental reps in so you can be better on that Sunday. Get to the
Yep, for sure.
We got a guy that's he's going to be our number 1 fan. He's a Saints fan. The Saints continue to lose, and when they lose, now it's not only losing; they're getting their ass built to ass each week. Everybody that face. Look, I wish we had the Saints on our record because everybody beats the Saints.
It's a free win.
It's a free win.
50 points. Your offense looks like the greatest team in the league. That's awesome, man. Must be nice to play the Saints.
We still want him gone.
100%. Yes.
Sean. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give him credit. Yeah. It's a gallant. Playoffs. Yeah, the Saints ain't going to the playoffs. Even with the Bucks having 2 receivers out, you guys still ain't make it. Still won't make it. We like the guys. We're not ever changing our podcast to that ever. We're never gonna do that. But let's move on to our next segment so we can get out of here. Next topic. It ain't really a reaction because the game was boring, but we still won by 6 points. Anybody want to touch over this? One of you guys can touch over it, and that can be it. Unless both guys want to, have your side on either offense or defense, but we can wrap this up for one person. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, defense played well. Very well. We just talked about it. The offense struggled in the first half, but they got it together in the second half. Anthony Richardson, I thought, played an excellent second half. He finally used he, he finally used his legs, and it sounds like there's Shane maybe start to be understanding how to like find some balance there. I think that's also Anthony showing some things in like the first half, getting out of balance and sliding and protecting himself. And that's gonna that trust and that again consistency in playing and being able to play full games will continue to help. Right, Grant Stewart, yeah, Stewart was excellent. Yeah, a game that was perfect for him. Right? He's an excellent Grover's an excellent run stopper, and so um, it was great for us to be able to finally utilize him to a skill set. We've got to bring hopefully Defo comes back because we need to get some pressure down the middle. And if we can start to get pressure down the middle and allow Grant Grover to kind of be the guy that he is and not force him to do something he isn't, things to me I think we'll be just fine. Right. But again, it goes back to being consistent. We're like, oh, Grover Stewart was awesome. Well, he played a team that ran the ball a lot, which is what he's really good at, right? He could focus in on it. What are we doing this week to how is he going to take what he did against the Dolphins and translate that this week into a much better offensive line with a much better running game, right? So that's going to be the next pieces. We're going to need Grover Stewart to play well this week. We cannot afford him to not be there, and especially if Defo comes back, I think that'll help a lot. So we'll see what happens.
I agree. Before you go, Austin, I want to send out our shout outs to Teresa and send out our faithfuls.
Peace.
Y'all have a good night, Sean and Teresa. Thank y'all for being our biggest supporters in our comments and have y'all takes as well. They always been great. We appreciate y'all. So shout out to y'all. But you can go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the defense quite a bit. Great job to the secondary holding their guys to not very good stats. And like you said, it was a tale of two halves for AR. First half was very bad, but second half it looked a lot better, and he looked more confident, and he helped us get the win. So I mean, yeah, I mean, hopefully he just builds on that for next week.
I think you guys think it's more so of the packages they was having on defense. It confused him because they threw a lot at him. He probably couldn't.
Yeah, it's like blitzes. They were like doing different things. Jay, if I all weekend I'm having nightmares about corner blitzes because in both games of my teams, like the opposition is throwing corner blitzes everywhere. Like Jalen Ramsey, I've never seen Jalen Ramsey get so many sacks and hits on a quarterback in my life. That dude was on every corner blitz I could see. Jalen Ramsey was right there. So I think again that comes with consistency. That comes with having the reps, being able to like go back and read the tape and study the tape. And that's Shane Steichen calling this stuff out to him, right? Hey, notice that there's backside. There's no, you might get hit from your blind side on this because you're not gonna have the backside help to recognize that there's a blitz coming because they're overloaded. Like you've got to. These are things that you'll find that happen over time, and he'll learn this stuff, right? But he's got to also be on the field a lot more consistently to be able to see it and get those reps. And that's just going to come with time.
I agree. I definitely want to see him be consistent when he's on the field. Like I said, the first week in the first half it was terrible, but you see that you can tell that it was some adjustment. You saw that he was more fluid, he was more confident in his game. When there's plays that he needed to use his legs, he did it. He did it when he slid. He did it when he ran out of bounds. He did it when he like he said. He said it himself. He said when if he sees a one-on-one matchup, he's going to try to get the extra yards. But if you see more than one guy, he's going to go ahead and get down. Which that's showing improvement that the young guy wants to do each week to stay on that field, and to show that on Sunday against a team that got the linebackers, they got the defense, and they can tackle as well. So to see that, like I said, it wasn't much of a game, but seeing a guy like Stewart do what he's doing with 18 tackles. Zaire doing his thing. Kenny Moore did his thing as well too. Kenny
Moore was really good.
He did his thing with Beckham. you just gotta, give, like I said, it was just an all around game from our defense where we all had, contribution from everybody. It was, like I said, it wasn't the prettiest the game you can have. I mean, we had ugly. All our games been really ugly. I just go ahead and get out the way. All our game has been ugly. Even the game against Jacksonville where we had to come back and they won by 3. Every game has been either close. We had close wins. We have close loss. We haven't really gotten blown out like the other teams in our division has. Every team in our division has gotten their ass whooped. Our team has done enough to where we stay in the game. We just either lose it or we end up winning on the last touchdown like we did on Sunday. We won off our last drive to go up 6, and we held them to a turnover to win the game. So it's just an ugly win. I'd rather have an ugly win than an ugly loss.
Yep, for sure.
So let's see. They use Ramsey. We got more comments. They use Ramsey in a slot on downs on 3rd down. Teams are probably going to start doing that. Yeah, because Downs didn't have a good game either, or Pittman. We just really had use our tight ends, and we had kind of Michael Pittman had some a minimum impact, but we needed that impact from him because none of our guys could get separations. I think outside of Pittman, it was Moelle Cox that did was the next for us having yardage or even the running backs. It was just an ugly game. They defense did their thing. They did what they're supposed to do. Their offense couldn't get it going. They had turnovers. They only had 10 points. So I mean, what can you say about?
Yeah, they actually had three receptions for 63 yards.
Who did? Pittman did.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean after that it was really not. I think was it Moelle Cox?
And then 80 had 2 for 30, and then Pierce had 2 for 15.
Yeah, Pittman. Yeah, Pierce has been. He can get separation. I mean, but if you got one of the better cornerbacks in the league on him, he ain't getting
a couple which can get out to him, right? Yeah, that was the one overthrow. I think in the first half where I think it was just not even like that much, like maybe like a yard or two, just out of the reach of my.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. Got pressure 18 times. O-line got to give him more time. Yeah, they did. I mean, a lot of would-be sacks he got out of them. I think on one play he nearly got second. He broke that tackle and got the first down, which shows that he's how athletic he is because you had Flacco back there. Flacco eating that sack and possibly turning the ball over.
Yep.
So you definitely, it shows you. I've been saying this for the longest. It shows you what type of the different quarterbacks we have. Flacco is great with the offense. He makes the offense a lot better. He just when the teams are getting pressure, he takes sacks because he's an older guy and he's not the fastest moving out of pocket. So would you have a guy like Anthony Richardson who can also get open at any time?
Yeah, if you look at the offensive line play, those pressures, 4 of them came from. Or sorry, I mean it's kind of like 1-1-1, right? Bernard Ryman had 2, Braden Smith had 2. Dalton Tucker had 2. Tyler Goodson, and then there are a couple in like the pass game or like from the running backs, right? They're kind of spread all over the place. It's not like one guy was super terrible. From like a pressure rate perspective. So let's see, pressures allowed. Yeah, it was just kind of like Ryman had 1, Braden Smith had 1, Dalton Tucker had 1. And Tyler Goodson on a running back screen had 1. So if we're talking about pressures allowed, that's where a lot of that stuff comes from. The other stuff is just blitzes, right? They were just throwing exotic blitzes and extra.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I'm glad that we have a quarterback that's mobile that can get out of those jams. Kansas said, I think we only the only team in the league where every game has been one possession. Yeah, I mean, we just playing a close game. It can go either way. It can go, we lose it or we can win it. But we can't have those in the next 5 games. We can't. We definitely gotta make a statement and win either 2 or 3 or 3 and 2. I don't want to be like 1 and 4 in that those stretch. Definitely gonna put
Frank Reich loved being 1 and 4, 1 and 5. That was like his.
Dolphins got the number one pass defense. Oh, I thought that was the Titans. I saw that, but I thought the Titans has the number one pass defense. Unless you're counting the Bills game where the Bills put up over 30 against them.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the Titans that had the number one pass defense. I didn't know it was the Dolphins. If so, there's a reason why AR numbers were that low. And I think it was a stat that shows every quarterback they played had low stats in the passing game. So you might be right. So I don't know.
Also, no interceptions, which is also a good thing.
Yes.
Like
I don't think we turned the ball over at all, right?
Yeah, we
did.
Well, no, he had a fumble.
They're by snap. They're by
Oh, the snap, yeah.
Yeah,
but you're still in the turnover battle, right?
Which
is nice.
And that was just unfortunate. It wasn't like it's something that he did. It just he was anxious. We got in the red zone. He's probably ready to go score, and he's like quick to make a play.
Score on that drive if you don't fumble.
You're right. We had the momentum. So, I mean, I like this. We like this team. We like where we're going. We just got to be consistent, and you got to do that for these next couple of weeks. Let's see. I couldn't believe it until I saw it on NFL. Yeah, on NFL.com. We're gonna move on to our next segment or next topic, which is our predictions on the game. I think all of us got us winning on Sunday because we can't get swept by the Texans because it makes it harder for us to win the division if we get swept. We definitely got to win this game, and either they're gonna be up a game in the division, but it makes us closer to the division because they haven't had too many division games. We had ours is front loaded. So their games are coming up, and then we got 2 more at the end. So what you guys think about our predictions and how you feel about this game?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the year, whenever we were going through the schedule, I said we would lose at home and win away. So, I mean, maybe I had something going, yeah.
Maybe so.
I think, hopefully AR builds on what he ended the game with. And then defensively, we have to get pressure on CJ Stroud. They don't have Nico, which is big for us. And we can't let Joe Mixon beat us. If they beat us, it has to be because of CJ Stroud, not because of Joe Mixon. But right. I think we win 31-27.
Another close game. But hey, I'll take it. What you got, Harish?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, again, you have to win. A game you can't afford to lose. No Nico helps. Listen, if I'm Gus Bradley, for the love of God, man, blitz the hell out of CJ Stroud. You literally know what it takes to beat that guy. Blitz the hell out of him because he's not good against the blitz. He's shown this against the Packers. He's shown this, when you blitz him in the past. It's the one part of CJ Stroud where he's weak. He's very weak. So, we saw a couple blitzes last week, which was really cool to see. We've got to see some more stuff this week. We've got to win this game. I think the Colts do, right? I believe in Shane Steichen's ability to coach this team up and get focused and really put some importance on this game. Now the Colts winning 33-27.
You guys got another prediction that it's gonna be a close win. Like both of you guys said, we can't go down. We can't go down to getting swept by the Texans because it makes us harder to if you possibly want to win the division, it makes us even harder to climb, hill to climb. So definitely got to get this win. I had both teams winning at home. I had us winning at home week 1. Thought that we'd break the curse. That didn't happen. They won on our turf. But we definitely got to win down their turf because we always win on their turf. It just it's always happening. Yeah, we do best. We do stupid shit. We always, we lose at home, which we did last year, and then we do it again this year. But we won in Houston, so I think we can do it again. We can win in Houston. They're gonna, CJ's gonna be looking to shake back from what he did on last week. He probably got a sour taste in his mouth, and he probably gonna want to put up the numbers. If we can get the ball in his hands and not mixing, I like our chance. They don't have Nico, but they do have other talented receivers and Tank Dell, and Diggs. We just got to get to the quarterback. We can, if like you said, if Gus Bradley can see on film what the Jets did last year, what the Packers did this year, they got to that quarterback and made him look for a great quarterback. It made him look really bad. Made him look real mid on Sunday. You just got to mirror that same defense. Make sure that he does not get out and make those plays where he did to Nico last year and even this year where he can escape the pocket and throw it 18 yards on 3rd and 18. That's you just can't have those anymore. Just man up and get, hopefully, like you said, get Buck back and get some pressure going to where we can get Pay going and get Latu going. Latu had a sack on Sunday. Just get everybody's going on defense and have your secondary step up. Be ready for everything. Have your linebackers be ready for everything as well, because I think Schultz is out. Is Schultz out, or he just been inconsistent? I don't know.
I'm not. I know he was hurt, but I don't know about anymore.
I'm not sure.
But their O line is bad. You know, they got our O line coach, Chris. I can't say his last name. Shazuri, whatever his name is. Yeah. He is terrible. We said that going into the when they signed him that he was bad. We just got to take advantage of that. They got a guy in Titus Laramie, not Titus Laramie. They got Larry Thompson, who's a five-star king, king over there. We just got to take advantage of that. Their offensive line has been pretty bad. We just got to get to the quarterback, and I think we will, and also get that win. But before we go, we got more comments.
Yeah, they allowed 18 pressures, 2 sacks, 3 hits, 6 hurries last week against Green Bay.
They will be about halftime because third tiebreaker, 2-1 division versus 2-2 record. Yeah,
it's the best case scenario you can have by that time.
Sean 31-30. I hope Taylor plays. Yes, he definitely help us out. I mean, I know we gave Tyler Goodson a lot of grief last year where he did, but he did good on Sunday.
He wants this game. He wants this game.
Yeah, he wants this game. He got to get this game back. He got to rewrite those wrongs, rewrite that terrible play or what he did. But he had a bad quarterback throwing to him at that time, and I think having AR back there, like I said last year, have AR been in that game, that 4th and 1 would have been much different. Definitely, sure. So, but my prediction, I don't think I got my prediction. I think I would say, I would say close game as well. I would stick to the maybe 24-20 Colts, 24-20.
No scoring. Okay.
Because both teams, we know what's going to happen. They're not allowing us to have those chunk plays again with Pierce and Doolin. They're not allowing that to happen again. They're going to try to what they did is what they sold out on stopping the run. They did that with JT. They wasn't prepared for those chunk plays. Now they're going to prepare for the chunk plays. Now we got to get the run game going and then go out there with the chunk plays. So
well, if their plan is to not stop JT, it's historically that has not worked out. I hope their plan is to not stop JT. That would be very nice for us, because then you open everything up, right?
Yes.
Now, JT's getting going. Oh wow, now you have to worry about does AR keep it, right? Oh shoot, that going. Oh man, he's gonna keep it, and they're gonna do a double reverse flea flicker, and then dude, it's gonna open so much. So we'll see. Well, that'll be really nice.
What I think going into this game, they're probably going to say JT not practice, and he might practice that one game and still say game decision, and have him practice and have them practice it for Sermon and Goodson, and then activate him week 8, and he go out here and have an impact in the game. I'm not saying having 260 yards rushing, but have an impact to where it makes it much harder to defend. Because last year we just had, week 1 we just had a bunch of chunk plays that worked out. We just had our defense collapse at the end, allowing Nico to get their first down, which we needed the ball back. So it's going to be another close game. Got us winning 24-20. I think you said 31-27. Austin, 31 what?
Yeah, I said 31-27.
I think 33-27.
33, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, you guys got a high scoring game. I got us going, 24-20. Nevertheless, we need the victory, and I hope we get that. So hopefully next week when we are, y'all see our faces, you'll see us saying, we got a victory. Otherwise, we'll be on here sad saying how bad Gus Bradley is. We probably say that every week anyway, how bad it is. But we're gonna get out of here, guys. It's been an hour. But before I go, shout out to the only team that matters in the World Series, the Yankees, for making the World Series after so many years of not being in and losing to Astros. We finally made it. I hope we can win on Friday, or win the whole thing against a great Dodgers team. But shout out to the New York Yankees. The Empire is back.
So weird to think that y'all haven't been there since 2009.
It's been a long time.
That's crazy.
Too long.
It's been long. That year.
It's the Dodgers and the Yankees. Like the Yankees haven't been there in like 15 years. Like it's been so long. And the Dodgers, they were in there like what, 4 years ago, 5 years.
Yep,
ago?
they won it.
They won.
Yep.
Listen,
that's the year where the Colts lost to the Saints, but Yankees made me proud. So hopefully.
I have nothing against either of these teams. Like I haven't watched any baseball this year because the Rangers went back to being shitty. And so I just don't watch anybody. I just watch, I will watch my little Rangers games here and there. I watch us lose. I cry myself to sleep. I don't watch anywhere else. Bro, Shohei Ohtani is one of those guys. He's a generational talent.
Yes.
I want to see him. Like, is he pitching in this? I heard he might be pitching in this one.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Still out from Tommy John surgery.
That would have been cool to, like, if he did both ways. And it's kind of like when Travis Hunter gets in the league, if he plays both ways, you want to see that guy. I want to see Shohei Ohtani win a World Series. So it's not like I have anything against the Yankees because I like Garrett Cole. I like Judge. Like, I like a lot of their guys too. It's going to be a fun one, man. I'm excited. When does it start?
Friday.
It's so exciting. I don't even know when it starts. That's awesome.
On Friday. But we're going to get up out of here, guys. Where can we find you guys? What you got, guys? What you got coming up? Harish, I know you got something cooking on Thursday.
Yeah, you can find me at the Uncle Gandhi. My boy Tim and I will be on Thursday night. We're going to be breaking down the Texas game versus Georgia. Really, what we're going to look at is what we saw on Saturday, what really happened. So we'll try to break down the film. We did a little bit on our post game show on Sunday. You'll come to see that not all of it is on one piece of the offense. There's a lot to get blamed to go around, but kudos to Georgia. They did a lot of really unique things that Texas was not prepared for. So Kirby Smart's a very good coach. For those of you guys that might have forgotten, and he did some things that surprised that Texas, even like a veteran Texas offensive line. So yeah, that's what we'll be cooking up this week. And Texas is going to be in the thick of this thing now, and now they'll start to understand what it's like to be in the SEC. Because guess what, you got to go to Nashville this week, and then next week. Oh yeah, by the way, DJ Lagway all of a sudden is starting to play well. So here we go. Here we are in the SEC, right? And this isn't the Big 12 anymore. Now you know what it takes to beat the big dogs, and now you're going to figure out what it takes to have to do this on a weekly basis. So it's gonna be real challenge these next 6 weeks. So shout out to all the haters who thought it was an easy schedule.
Where can I find you on social media?
Me.
Yeah, Austin.
Sorry. You can find me on Twitter at CookieAustin2. And Jim Irsay is giving away Taylor Swift tickets. And if you don't want them, enter to get them and give them to me because it would make my wife happy.
Yes. Guys, if whoever get the ticket and wins those tickets, if you don't want to go, give them to Austin so he can make his wife happy. We were glad to appreciate that. Yes. So yeah, hit us up on all our social medias if you don't want to go and you want to give them to Austin. But you can find me. You can find me on Twitter at WhoIsJoshSenior. But you can also find our podcast at Horseshoe_Mob on Twitter. You can find it on Instagram. You can find it on TikTok. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Horseshoe Mob. Other than that, anything else you guys got before we leave?
Now let's try to get this 200 subscribers by Thanksgiving. So
yes,
subscribe, like, follow, comment, do all the things.
Yes. For all you are listening, they're still listening, get us to 200 by Thanksgiving. We had, I think it's 164. Get us at 200 by Thanksgiving. We're gotta appreciate that. But before we go, we didn't beat the dog. We didn't beat Jacksonville, but we beat Sam's favorite player, which is Jalen Ramsey. Sam loves Jalen Ramsey, guys. We're gonna get up out of here, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week.
Peace.